welcome to TRG Central. This is Gary, and this is episode 3 of the 2025 Triple Crown Free Play. In this episode, we'll be continuing our coverage of the free play of the 2025 Triple Crown. We will be heading over to Pimilco for the running of the Black Eyed Susan and the Preakness Stakes. So let's go ahead and get the episode started. As you see on our screen, I have the top 10, well, in this case 20 for Kentucky Derby. After the Kentucky Derby running, you see the points, and that's for all, that's male and female. If you're the female, that would be after the Kentucky Oaks. Okay, now the other thing we want to do before we get started is we're going to go over the view reports and take a look at the races, and we're going to view the charts. And as you see, we have the Kentucky Derby and the Kentucky Oaks along with their heat races. So we'll just go over the Derby and the Oaks so we know who won each of the races and see if either one of those winners can win the can win the Preakness or the Black Eyed Susan. Okay, we had Tenma with the win. I don't even know if she's actually in the Black Eyed Susan. The car second, finally third. Okay, head over and take a look at the Kentucky Derby, and you see Rodriguez and Journalism were the winners. And again, I don't think Rodriguez is entered in the real life Preakness either. Journalism is. Sovereignty, of course, won the real life Kentucky Derby, but uh, decided to pass on the Preakness. So let's go over and take a look at the schedule to just run these races. And we're running the Triple Crown Series. And again, for you that don't know, this is using the 2025 Road to the Triple Crown service that's offered by ASCgames.com. And essentially, you'll get 4 issues. Issue 0 covers the prep races. Issue 1 covers the Kentucky Derby and Kentucky Oaks, and issue 2, which is be out later today or tomorrow, will cover the Black Eyed Susan and the Preakness. So now we're going to have to skip all of these because both of the races for the Preakness and the Black Eyed Susan have 9 entrants, so we can run the races as is. So we'll move over to Yep, and we'll go ahead and we'll skip the week since there aren't any races to run. Okay, next up is the Black Eyed Susan finals and the Preakness. Now, we don't need to edit either one as of today. This is 5:15. There are no scratches in either the Black Eyed Susan official real life race or the Preakness. So we'll be going with the real life fields. And here's the Black Eyed Susan. We have 9 fillies in the race. And you can see Temma is not run in the race. But so we'll leave it in the dust. Princess Elia. Archie's Intention. That's a new horse. She hasn't been running any of our prep races. Running and gunning. Kinsey Queen. Paris Lily is another filly that has not run in any of our prep races. Reply, and I think Emor, and then Moon Cash. I think Moon Cash also has never run in any of our prep races. Now, for those who don't know much about the description server, as I said, issue 0 had all the prep races for both the Triple Tiara and the Triple Crown. And if you would use you use the other schedule in 2025 Road to the Triple Crown, you'd be able to run all those races with their real life fields, all the way up through the Belmont Stakes and Acorn Stakes. So that's why I have mentioned that those three horses those three fillies have never shown up in any of our prep races. Okay, let's head over and take a quick look at the Preakness field. Gold Orient is a horse both that has never run at any of our prep races or journalism, American Promise. Heart of Honor has not run in any of our prep races. Neither has Hey Billy. Remember Sam's, of course, Sandman, Clever Again, and Gosner. And you can tell also that any horse that has a 2025 2, that, that horse in both uh, I mean, both the Black Eye Susan and the Preakness means that they had a card generated for this particular race. The journalism, American Promise, the reason why these two have cars is they ran in the Kentucky Derby, and now the Kentucky Derby stats were added into the total stats to create the 2025 2. Again, the Heart of Honor and Pay Billy, these are their first cars. And let's see, Sandman ran in the Kentucky Derby, that's why he has now a 2 card. The River Thams, the Clever Again, and Goosker have all run in the prep races, but they did not run in the Kentucky Derby. Let's go back and take a look at the other ones just to show you. The Lima Dutch ran in the Kentucky Oaks, so the Princess Hilaire. The Mark Intention, that's her first car. Running and Gunning did not run in the Oaks. Cos McQueen ran in the Oaks, and Paris and Lillian Reply. These are their first cars. Same with Mooncat, and Arma did not run in the Kentucky Oaks. So she has the card based on their prep races. Okay, that's that. Let's go ahead and get the races started. So first up is the Black Eye Susan. Black Eye Susan is 9 furlongs. That's the mile 1/8, grade 2 race. And we'll pick up some Kentucky Derby points. The reason why we're still giving out Kentucky Derby victory points is because we may be extending the subscription service to run through the summer and all the way up to the Breeders' Cup. Whether or not we'll do that or not, the next week or two, I'll make that decision. But anyway, we still are going to hand out victory points so we can have some grand totals at the end of the season to decide who's going to run in our version of the Breeders' Cup. That'll be the TRG Breeders' Cup races. So let's go ahead and get the race started. We'll go over to see the betting window here, and there's the odds, and you see this actually came out to be pretty good odds compared to a lot of other races where there's a few morning lines are off the chart, like they're in the 80s and 90s. Here it's a pretty nice arrangement of morning lines, and you could say that a lot of these fillies have a good chance of winning this race. Of course, the favorite is running gunning at $2 to 1. And this borderline is the amount of money that you win off, off a $1 bet. Okay, whether to run it on a fast track, since we're pre-playing, we really have no idea what the track conditions will be on Friday in the real life race. Purse is $300,000 at Pimilco Race Course. So let's head over to Pimilco and get this first race on the schedule happening. Here's our 9 fillies. Here's the field down here. And you can see the jockeys for each of the horses. Well, fillies, I guess. Again, it's a 9 furlong race here at Pimlico. So let's go ahead and start the race. Then with Tower gives them the okay and they're off. Lima and the Dutch was out of the gate first, so we already have uh, a jockey that has a problem with getting the horse out of the starting gate. And let's see, Running Gun has 4 left, and you see she has a tough time there with a lot of fillies blocking. So let's see if we can do anything better. Maybe the oops, maybe the best bet is just to go out. We have 2 sideways to move outside. See how far she can get. And then she can use one sideways to get in. And we can burn a forward move to get 2 sideways. Now, even though she'll be second, she could have been here, but she'd be second in the order for game turn 2. So we'll just give her a chance to get it close to the inside lanes as possible in that turn. And looks like she was the last one out of the gate, so we have Hallmark first in game turn 2, so we resume spectator mode and they're off. Going around the turn, we have Hallmark and Largy's Intention going into the back straight. They're neck and neck. So we're halfway through the back, and Hallmark just took a 1 space lead. But then again, Archie's Intention just moved ahead of Hallmark. It looks like it might be, oh man, looks like it might be Margie's Intention unless something happens to her. And she passes the finish line, and Margie's Intention is the Black-Eyed Susan winner. Here you go, Margie's Intention first, Hallmark second, Running Gun third, Reply fourth. Okay, that's it for the Black-Eyed Susan. Let's get the Preakness set up. Okay, the Preakness is 9.5 furlongs. This is actually a pretty odd distance. 9.5 is usually either 9 or 10, but 9.5, a lot of races are 8.5, but not very many are 9.5. Again, Kentucky Derby points are going to be awarded, and the Grade 1 race. So go over to the betting window and see what the odds are for the morning line. You can see here a big difference. And Gold Orient at 99, Clever again and usually almost right them off. Pay Billy at also 99. So it looks like journalism is the way to go here with the wagering. So let's go ahead and again remember this is going to be a fast track since we don't know what the conditions will be in the real life race yet, which will be held on Saturday. So let's go over to Pimilco and get the race started. Okay, again, this is a 9.5 furlong, so we started here. We'll just quickly go through and take a look at all of the jockeys. And this is the first time Sophie Osborne has raced as a jockey. And you can see some of the jockeys are, are, are riding horses in both of the races. Like there's John, I think, did, and so did Jose, and where's Irad? Not sure. Uh, Maybe Nick did. But it's interesting you see throughout a race car for a day that a lot of jockeys will ride in most of the races, so they're just not racing one race per day. They could be on multiple races. Like there's a car that 10 or 12, they may be on riding a horse on 8 to 10 of those races. So anyway, that's enough of the background. Let's go ahead and get this race started. Head over to Stewart Tower. They're saying all the colts are in place, and they're off. 8 got out of the gate first. That's clever again. Remember, the first game turn is using that half furlong, and the rest of the race are full furlong for a game turn. So we're heading into the back straight, and we have Heart of Honor. Ooh, a new horse that was not in any of our prep races. Whoa, and American Promise is just past Heart of Honor. Journalism in the middle. Let's see if journalism has a chance to break on through. Going into the home stretch, we have Heart of Honor. Oh, American Promise passed again, and so did journalism. Remember, Thams is there too, but it looks like it's going to be American Promise and then journalism. Oh, we have a Stewart's inquiry, so that may change the outcome of the race. And let's see, I guess there's no foul. No, we have American Promise first, winning $1,200,000 to the $2 million purse. Let's see up here. Okay, journalism, rhythm sound, and heart of honor. Okay, well, that's it from Pimlico. We just run the second leg of the Triple Crown and the Triple Tiara. Well, let's take a look at our standings here. And you can see our next up in episode 4 will be the Acorn and the Belmont. If there's more than 10 horses entered in either of the two races, we'll have heat races for that race. If not, we'll do just like the Preakness and the Black Eyed Susan and skip this week and go directly to the races. So let's go ahead and view the top 10. As you see, 10 marked in the race. Margin's intention with the win picked up 150 for the fillies. The car, Bala, and Torpor pick the males. They have Rodriguez Journalism. Journalism, which runs 3 races. American Promise. And then we'll do them all here. Like the best of the Triple Crowns and Rodriguez with the win at the Kentucky Derby. And so forth. Okay, so I think that's going to be it from TRG Central. This is Gary signing off. We'll see you next time for the Acorn Stakes and Belmont Stakes. Have a nice evening. Good night.